My best wishes to all the viewers. Welcome back to DT Studio. The DT Studio is organized by the Director of Technical Education in Karnataka, Bengaluru. Now I am discussing about the course Project Management and Valuation, which is prescribed for the final year civil engineering diploma students in Karnataka. The course is designed by the Board of Technical Examinations and Curriculum Development of the Department of Technical Education, Bengaluru. Now this is the 9th class. Now so far I have discussed about the project management, types of projects, and what are our roles and responsibilities, who can become the part of the organization of this project, and and also the tender documents, projects, its initialization. Like we are discussing so many issues related to the project management. The project management is the subject that we cannot read and we cannot learn, we have understand. Now, who can understand this project management? Now, always remember that. Now, I am concentrating on civil engineering projects, civil engineering students. Now, in civil engineering, there are so many projects. We are providing the facilities to the general public. Therefore, we are the civil engineers are noblest people in the world. Now, because we are providing the drinking water facility, we are providing the road network, we are providing the drainage network. We are providing water supply system. There are so many systems we are providing. The facilities provided by the civil engineers. The civil engineers are the noblest people. They are providing so much infrastructure to the general public for the facility. We are creating the facility to the common man, all over the world. We are providing the buildings. We are providing the homes, isn't it? Now, therefore, now we have the responsibility in executing any project. Now let us understand in the beginning. Now, I am discussing with the civil engineers. Now, you know how to prepare the drawings of the bridges, you know how to prepare the drawings of the buildings, and you know how to prepare the dams, bridges, etc. You can prepare the estimation, you can prepare the design, you can prepare the estimations, isn't it? And you can conduct the survey where you can provide the road network, where you can provide the underground system, drainage system, where you can provide the water supply system. Now, all those things will be designed and executed by engineers, civil engineers. Now we have discussed so many issues related to the project management. Now in the last class, in the class 8, we are discussing about the contracts, different types of contracts. Now today also I am continuing with the types of contracts, and there are so many models we are operated in the government sector, also in the private sector. Now let us understand, let us discuss about this one by one. Now, in that part, now the first one is types of contracts. Now we are in the last class we have discussed a little more about this. Now, what are the types of contracts? The piecework, that is item wise. One part will be executed by some contractor, and in some part of the job is done by one part of the job is given to either different contractors or the same contractors. Like piecework, we are giving one job to one contractor, or sometimes we'll give the whole project. This is the whole method. This is item rate. Now in executing any engineering project, any projects, there are items. There are items means elements. Now there are many concrete item will be there, reinforced concrete item will be there, and then the masonry is there, plastering, flooring, like there are different items. Now each item will be derived a quantity and the rate, corresponding rate. Now therefore market prevailing rate. The rates are designed or calculated by the engineers. There saying what is the total quantity involved in a particular project and what is the cost for each unit. Now, based on that item rate. Now, this is another type of contractor we can give. This is not we can. No, this is one of the best method adopted all over the world, and we are in current practice also. We are executing this. This is one of the best method. Now we can enter the job. Now, whenever you talking about the construction activity, now it is a difficult task to identify the contractor or an agent to build or to construct the project. Now, therefore, now this is one of the best suited method for all types of for all types of works. Now, because the quantity how much is executing for the same quantity, measure this, prepare the bill, and multiply by the rate prescribed for each unit. Then that you can release the payments. Now, this is one of the best modern method we can adopt it. Now, this is lump sum tender system. For example, if you are constructing a dam of 5 TMC, now there is a rate worked out for some lump sum amount, like 5 crores, 10 crores, like For example, if you are building a home, the whole building with all specifications and details and drawings and design, we can give it a lump sum contractor. For example, if you are building a 100 square meter building, that can be operated, we can hand over the contract, the lump sum contract. That is lump sum contract means for unit price. For 1 square meter, it costs 20,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees, depending upon the material and the location where you are building. We are arriving. Now, based on that, now the whole multiply that 1,100 square meter and 100 square meter building and unit price. The unit price may be that is depending upon the location and the material type of the stakeholder or the owner and the contractor type of contractor. No, we are describing that is. Let us assume that 20,000 rupees per square meter. Therefore, 100 square meter is a cost about 20 lakhs rupees. We can give it to the lump sum. It is lump sum we are giving. One lump sum, I will pay 20 lakhs rupees. You give me the 1,100 square meter building of this specification and this material. Now, this is the plan, this is the design like this is lump sum. Now, that is not advisable. In any sector, it is not advisable because it creates more conflicts between the owner, engineer, and the contractor. Therefore, let us be very careful in understanding and deciding which method is the best suited. Sometimes this will be asked in the examination. Now, what are the types of contracts you are going to adopt in executing the project, and what are the merits and demerits, isn't it? Now, and also this is another best suited method for small projects we can execute it. That is cost plus percentage. Now, cost plus percentage, this is the one best method for any project. Now, normally, construction of buildings like small houses. Now, the people will employ. The owner is get involved, and contractor is involved. Engineer is also involved. How they will be actual cost of the material, cost of the machine, and the cost of the labor plus percentage. Now, either weekly or fortnightly or maybe monthly, it will be worked out. Now, what is the total amount of the total money involved in purchasing the material, in paying the labor cost? Then you add them and to add some percentage to that, isn't it? Now, that is cost of the material plus plus percentage. Now, that is one of the best methods to execute the small projects. Now, with individual projects like house building construction, that is one best method. Normally, that is best practice, and there will not be a conflict at all because the material what we buy, we are paying them, and what the people are employed to do the job, we are paying them, and add the cost expenditure plus the percentage to the contractor or engineer whoever maybe. That is one method. And in the government sector, this is the negotiated rates of works rate, negotiated rates. Now, normally what happens, there is a schedule of rates. Now, when you prepare the estimation is prepared based on the schedule of rates. The schedule of rates is available in the government. Now, in the public works department, will now every year it will release the cost of the items which are being used in construction industry. Now, cost of the concrete, cost of the concrete, and then cost of the uh, machinery and cost of the bed, CC bed, RR machinery, like for different items. Now we will calculate now, and then the estimation is done for and it is tendered. Sometimes due to non-availability of the contractor. Now only one person will bid the tender. When one person is bidding the tender, then there is a demand from the sector who is going to and manage the project. Now the contractor is in demand. No, therefore, no only one or two involved, and sometimes you may not get the qualified contractor. Then we are negotiation. Negotiation means when the contractor feels that the work is in demand, nobody is available to do the job, then the contractor is an intelligent person. What he will do? He will quote 15% more than the estimated cost, 20% more than the estimated cost. Isn't it? 25% more than the estimated cost. Sometimes some special items are there. There the people will go and apply. They will quote 200% more than the estimated cost. Isn't it? Now, under those circumstances, the engineering group, engineers, those who have designed and prepared the project, and the contractor, they will sit together and they will discuss, they will come to a conclusion, it is called negotiation. It is a negotiation between the contractor and the engineering group. Isn't it? Now, because there are people, it is a public money and public property we are developing, public facility we are creating. Now, we need to create the job. We need to create the facility. We need to construct the dam. It is mandatory. It is compulsorily we have to develop it. Now, by the time we have to identify a contractor, the contractor may be like, he may ask more money. No, you will ask more than, sometimes project cost may be more than 50%, more than 30%, it is escalating. The cost of the project will go up. Therefore, the engineer group and the contractor put together, they will discuss and they will come to a conclusion, that is negotiated rates. Now let us assume that you are preparing the cost as per preparing the cost of the project as per the schedule of rates. But if the contractor claims that is 50% more, 25% more, then are not able to give so much money or so much more than percentage. Now under those circumstances, because you can give it, if the contractor can find out, I should get, because I have bid the tender. I am the only one person. Otherwise disqualify me. There is a conflict between. Therefore, amicably they will settle the issue and they will come to a conclusion, because we want to execute the project, isn't it? To execute the project, you have to make some take and give policy and some negotiation. That is the contract. While getting the contract, there will be a negotiation between the owner or the government group of engineers and the contractor. Now this is negotiations. Isn't it? Sometimes departmental execution, some small works like emergency works, isn't it? During calamities, we may need to take up small jobs for emergency. So we can't wait for the procedure, we have to execute it. For those works, we can do it departmental. This is another method. Isn't it? These are the various system employed. Now we can employ what best suited method. You are the authority, you can decide. Being an engineer, being a local person of the project, you have to decide depending upon the circumstances. Isn't it? Now these are the types of contracts. And this is one trend now today. Now we are all the major projects are being we are employing the government, mainly the government is employing the turnkey projects. They are like the infrastructure facilities like metro rail or Nandi infrastructure corridor. that is express highway, isn't it? National highways, National Highway Authority of India. These are now they are employing, they are adopting the turnkey projects. Now let us understand what is turnkey project. Now turnkey project, the first one, number one. Now the project is initiated by the government. Now for example, here we have that is National Highway, that is 17. Earlier it was 17. Now it is 66. Isn't it? Mangalore, Udupi, Karkala. Now this National Highway. Now earlier it was 2-lane road. Now it has expanded to 4-lane. The 4-lane. Now this is now government proposes for expansion. It may be an expansion or maybe a new construction, new road, whatever may be. Now what we are going to do? The government proposes the project and call for tenders. ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನಾವು ಹೊಸದು ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸದು ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರುವರೆಗೆ 4-lane ರೋಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಸಾರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೀ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರುವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ರಸ್ತೆಯನ್ನ 6 lane ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ ಜಾಬ್ ನಾವು ವಿ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ದ ಬಿಡ್ಡರ್ಸ್, ನಾವೇನು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. Now what government is proposing, we want to construct the road from Mangalore to Bengaluru 6-lane. That is the aim or object of the government to provide to make the 6-lane road. Then what we'll do, we'll tender it, isn't it? We'll call the open tender. When we call the open tender, then the people like L&T, Larsen & Toubro, we have a construction company, isn't it? Now that is another construction company. We have so many construction companies we have in and around, isn't it? Now what they do, they have all expertise. They have technology, they have technocrats, they have their own methods, they have their own organization, everything they have. Now what they do, they will bid it. For prepare the project, that is the first stage, isn't it? The first stage of tender is only to prepare the project report. Project report has to be prepared. When the project report is prepared, then they will arrive the cost of the project. They will arrive the cost of the project. That is the first stage. The first stage, no, they have their own setup. No government involvement is there. The government is only wish to, that is wish to enlarge or the provide make the 6-lane road. The government wish to make the 6-lane road. The government don't want to invest any money. The government don't want to make or to prepare the project. No, they are not interested in doing the job. The government is interested in only executing to get the product. There are people around us, they will provide all these things. A turnkey, the whole thing will be handed over to the company. The qualified and eligible company will bid it, isn't it? A turnkey project means the whole thing is prepared by a private organization, isn't it? No government involvement. The government is only proposing, isn't it? In the initial stage, first stage, government is only proposing the project, and the expert group or the construction companies, they will bid, they will come and they will ask, no, we will prepare the project, we will advise you what to do, how to do. No, that will be prepared by the expert group, isn't it? Organizations. Now this is turnkey. We are handing over, the whole thing will be handed over. No, only that is by orders. The L&T company or any other organization, now we are handing over the job. Now you please execute and give me, suggest us what is going to be done and how it has to be done and what is the cost of the project, isn't it? But there are so many meetings and there are so many rules and regulations. Everybody should follow. The construction companies also follow, but also follow and the government should also, isn't it? But the government has the interest to create the 4-6 lane road and provide the facility to the people, isn't it? With less cost and minimum maintenance cost. The government intends to provide the facility, and but you know, it's not doing anything. Government is not doing anything. They will ask the people, the experts, to prepare the project. Now that is the first stage in the project, isn't it? Turnkey. Now, an expertise, if you have an expertise and a knowledge to undertake the particular project. Now, to take up the project, turnkey project, when they announce to build a dam, isn't it? When they announce to construct the road, 6-lane road, now you have a group that you get involved. You take that project, you observe the project, you take that project. To take up the project, you should have a group. You must have a company, isn't it? Now, then they prepare the project. Now, after preparing the project report, there will be a continuous meetings between the government agencies, government and the private party, isn't it? They will come to a conclusion, and the work will be handed over to the handed over to the company. Maybe same company, maybe some other company may take up the construction activities, isn't it? Now here, there are so many models we have. Now we'll discuss about those models. Now in the turnkey project, the government job, that is government, is only proposes the construction of the activity, construction of the facility. Government only proposes, not doing anything. It is a property of the government. Therefore, there are so many models we have. There are different types we can employ the contractor. We can employ that is we can execute the job, isn't it? It is more simple and the best method. That is one best method we can employ, and it is in the current practice, isn't it? For large, bigger projects, major projects like 300 kilometers, 600 kilometers road construction, or a dam construction, or any building like multi-story complexes, they will go for isn't it? Turnkey project. Turnkey project means that is we are asked somebody to get done the facility. We ask somebody to do the job. Now we ask the people, the experts, please construct a 10-story multi-story complex quarters for the government employees. And they will ask to construct a road, and 200 kilometers, and this is only just their job is to only, that is proposing the project, isn't it? Then series of meetings between the contractor and series of meetings between the contractors and the government agencies, like officials, engineers and administrators. They will keep meeting regularly. What is going to happen? What's happening? What we should do? Like they will decide it. Isn't it? Let's see one by one. The turnkey. Now this is the different stages. Now turnkey project. Now the right contractors with the strong, efficient team. Now only those who have quality, those who have quality organization with all kinds of machines, men, technology. Now everything those who have all these, they can participate and they can work and they can execute the project. We'll see the different models. There are different models. So these are the different stages in the turnkey project. That is, one is the preliminary stage, that is in the beginning, to get the project and to prepare the project, and series of meetings, then come to the conclusion, which model is applied, who is going to pay the money, and who is going to maintain, and who will be the user, and now from where you can invest the money for that project. Now all those things will be discussed in the second stage. Once the project report is ready for any project, now they will discuss about the construction modalities and how many years, who has going to maintain, whether government is paying the money, or the constructor, the contractor will invest money on the project. Now that will be discussed and decided. Now there are so many models. Now we'll see those models. Who are those models? That is now these are the what explain now. Construction stages. That is deciding the project. Turnkey project will be decided by this guru. That is, one is The construction group, the other one is stakeholder group. Stakeholder group means it is the government and government officials. They are the stakeholder group. Isn't it? No, this is the in the present scenario, that is public-private partnership, public-private partnership, public-private partnership, isn't it? PPP model, we are calling this as PPP model. Public means maybe an individual or maybe a group. Public means an individual or a group. The individual invest money, you invest money on the project. The construction of highway, isn't it? Maybe an individual or maybe a group or maybe a company or shareholders, whoever may be, the government is not investing money on that project, isn't it? Government is creating the facility to create the project. The government is employing the people to do the job, isn't it? Now please understand, the government is only proposals. ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ರಸ್ತೆ ಬೇಕು, ಈ ರಸ್ತೆನ ಯಾರು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳು ಮೊದಲೇ. ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಡು, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್. They will prepare the project and there will be a series of meetings. They will decide it. In the next stage, who is going to invest the money on that? That's the question. Sometimes government may invest money. Sometimes government is not interested to invest money on construction of that road. Then private will put money. They will generate. They will construct from their own money. Isn't it? Now this is the private-public partnership. Isn't it? PPP model. We are calling this as PPP model. Now today, in regular law for mega projects, normally the government is doing this job now. Isn't it? Now I will tell you what. Now that is the reason why you are paying that is toll. They are PPP model. The PPP model means, for example, now in Mangalore we are paying north and south. There are two toll we are paying the toll. When you drive your four-wheeler, you need to pay the toll. Now that is the private partnership, private-public partnership, isn't that model? The road is constructed with that model. Therefore, we need to pay the owner. The owner is the government. But at this point of time, the owner is the builder, isn't it? There is an agreement between the government and the constructor. So, government is not investing money. The government has given all the provisions, isn't it? All the rules and regulations are formed. They are asked to provide the facility, isn't it? They are asked to provide the facility. The road is done by that Navai company or the contractor. Now the contractor is collecting the toll for his investment, isn't it? Whatever he has invested, now he is collecting back. Whatever money he has invested in doing that project, now he is collecting back in the form of toll, isn't it? Now there are so many rules and regulations, stipulated between the government and the private property. As he wish, he can't charge, isn't it? The government will ask, now how much money you are collecting every day, how much you are total cost investment. There is a control over the project, isn't it? And that toll will be collected for a particular period. Toll will be collected for a particular period. Sometimes it is 20 years, sometimes it is 30 years, sometimes it may be 100 years. So that is the agreement between the builder or the contractor and the government, isn't it? Normally, this practice is prevailing in the government sector, government projects. Now, usually, very rarely in the private sector, this is employed. Not regular in all the private sector, this will not take place, isn't it? Only in the government organization, isn't it? Now these projects will be taken up. Now public-private partnership, PPP model. Now let us see, there are many PPP models available. Now let us see one by one. Now Expanding the private sector role allows the public agencies tap private sector, technical management, and financial resources. A strong person will be identified by the government. Plainly, suppose if you put together on 10 members, we are technically strong, we have that, this, no, we collect the money, we will do it. No, the government will not accept it. It needs some qualification. The government will give the job for a qualified group. Blindly, everybody cannot participate because they must have the previous experience also. They need previous experience to get the job. Isn't that like now they have their own setup. Now okay. Now this is the structure. Usually PPP model structure. Now PPP model, granting authority government, investor. Investor may be a government, maybe private, or maybe general public. Isn't it? The government will decide it. The money invested on that project may be investor. Who are the investors? Investor may be a contractor, right? Maybe an individual, maybe a group, or maybe a company, or maybe government. Isn't it? Both are possible. Anything, everything is possible, but the government and the constructor or the builder will decide who is going to what. Suppose if I am paying the money, there is a new model, isn't it? There will be understanding between the government and the constructor is different. Suppose the government is investing money, then government is the owner and they have to operate, build and operate. Isn't like there are so many models we have. These are the structure. This is how. Then concession agreement. Please understand this. That is already I told you that we can't charge. The contractor cannot charge as he wish himself. ನಾನು 1,000 ಕೋಟಿ ನಾನು ರೋಡ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, 1,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ 1,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ರೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನನಗೆ 5 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ because it is a government property, the government facility. The government is providing the facility to the public on behalf of the government. Therefore, the government will say before giving the hand over the project. Now, how much you are going to charge? For how many years you are charging? That is user fees. Isn't it? That user fee is called toll. User fee. Now, so for how many years? And what is the model? How much you are collecting? This is all these things will be decided. I told you there are a series of meetings. As he wishes, he can't build. No, he must take permission from the government for everything. If he is building the bridge across the river, if he is building a flyover in the city, no, he can't build as he wishes. Isn't it? His design may be easy and simple to do the job, fastest. In the fast track, he can do it. But the local authority in Mangalore, for example, if you want to build a flyover, you need to take permission from so many authorities. Government has to approve you, isn't it? He may be the owner. He is investing money on the project. He is building. The contractor is building the project, and he is investing money and technology. His people, he is paying the salary for all the people, but still the government has the control over the project. Isn't it? He can't build as he wishes. Isn't it? You have to follow all the norms and standards specified by the government. Isn't that? Like now project manager, independent checkers, this is one independent. No, the people around the project. Sometimes the people, general public will write to the authority. The work construction is poor, not doing good. Or there is some error, serious error in the bridge column. The people can write. The people can so much liberty the government has. Isn't it? Now, therefore, PPP model means I can't. Building bridge road they can't do it. The government will specify you need to build like this. The design, construction, and money is invested by the private company, private group. Okay, see now these are the different models we have in the PPP model. In the PPP model, we have build, operate, and transfer. Build, operate, and transfer. That means now I told you that that is NH66 is under construction. The contractor is building that. Contractor is building the project. Isn't it? He will operate by collecting the user fees for a specified period. Build, operate, and transfer. Build, operate, and transfer. Then after a specified period, it will be handed over to the government. No user fee after some period, specified period. That period is specified by, discussed and mentioned or specified by the government. Isn't it? Government and the contractor. They will decide how many years, how much. Isn't it? And what are their roles? Like, build, BOT, build, operate, and transfer. At the end, after collecting this money, he has to hand over the project to the government. Now, afterwards, the government has to maintain. Now, similarly, it is boot, build, own, operate, and transfer. This is also of the similar model, but he behaves like a owner. Build, own, operate, and transfer. Isn't it? Then in between this, he has to maintain. He has to maintain everything. He has to provide the full service to the general public, and he has to let him collect the user fee. But that is also for a specific period. Isn't it? This is another model. And build, operate, lease, transfer. Build, operate, lease. It is a guttige. Lease ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಹಣ ನಾನು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. Isn't it? Build with his own design. Build with own specification. Build by his men. Build with his money. The contractor is doing that. Isn't it? Now, then the lease, build, operate, lease, transfer for a particular specified period. In the similar way, that is lease, develop, operate. First, ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. Take that project. I am the lease owner. Isn't it? For 20 years, for 30 years, for 50 years, for 100 years, for 99 years. Isn't it? There is a rule in the government, stipulated by the government. So accordingly, the government will decide whether it's handed or given to him for 20 years, or 30 years, or 50 years, or 70 years. Like the government will decide based on the type of the project. Isn't it? Then lease, develop, and operate. ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಲೀಸ್, ಗುತ್ತಿಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Isn't it? For the specified period. Similarly, rehabilitate, operate, transfer. Rehabilitate. ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ sometimes ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they will ask some people to rectify or rehabilitate, ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಹೊಸದು ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು then ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ then ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ರಿಹ್ಯಾಬಿಲಿಟೇಷನ್. ಹಾಳಾಗಿರೋ ರಸ್ತೆನ ಫುಲ್ ಇಡೀ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, then ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Isn't it? Then transfer, that is rehabilitation. Then design, build, finance, and operate. Design, build, almost all are of the similar kind with small changes. Isn't it? Now here small changes depending upon the company and depending upon the government, depending upon the project. Based on the type of the project, now they will decide now how it has to be built, how much money is invested, who is going to build, and technology what is applied, and what is the user fee collected to be collected, like the government. And also, the government is empowered to decide whatever way in which the government wishes to hand over the job. Isn't it? The government is the ultimate supreme authority. They will decide. Then the another one is the management. That is management contract. It is a project management contract. Project management contract means, for example, there are in Mangalore, we have, so you can see there are so many high-rise buildings, isn't it? There are many people, that is the students like you, that is old students of our technical institute, they are project management consultants. What they do, the owner will come to the engineer, the consultant will provide the details of the drawing, foundation details, design, cost, supervision, building, everything will be done by, isn't it? Project management, only project management consultancy. This is another model. Nobody will get into that. Technically, somebody will control over it, isn't it? The whole the technology and technique are controlled by a particular group. The owner may be whoever may be the owner, maybe private, maybe owner, maybe the government, maybe a private or an individual, whoever may be. And the joint venture. This is another model, joint venture. Now this is Arda Hana ನಾನು ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ, ಅರ್ಧ ಹಣ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಿ ಅಂತ. ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೆಂಚರ್. ಅರ್ಧ ಹಣ ನಾನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಧ ಹಣನ ನೀವು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರುವಾದನ ಬಂದದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಅರ್ಧ ಅರ್ಧ share model. Understood? Got it? Giant venture. In private sector, somebody is owning a land of 1 acre. Somebody is owning a land of 1 acre. And there are developers, there are promoters, they will offer to build, isn't it? To develop their plot. In 1 acre plot, they will build 10-story building, 15-story building, isn't it? No, there will be percentage among the land is invested by the owner and promoter is going to build the project. They will have the share among the owner and the promoter. The owner will get 30 to 50% and the promoter will get 70 to 50%. That is that joint venture. The owner is not investing any money. He has land. He will provide the site to build the project. The promoter will build the project and they will be sharing each other, isn't it? Now that is the another. And build, operate, transfer, what we have discussed now. Now a little explanation I have written, I have taken up here with some examples. Now, yeah, build, operate, transfer. See, concession agreement. Now sometimes loan agreement. When you acquire the project, the money is required to build it, isn't it? The government issuing the order to build the project. When the government issues the order to build the project, the next question is money is the next question. From where he has to invest? Sometimes the company may have money, sometimes company may not have money, sometimes the company will get money from the bank, sometimes the company will collect the money from the public like a share, like that will be decided by these are the agreements. Then the company should get into an agreement with the government with all these, isn't it? Then construction agreement. When you start the project, when he is going to complete the project, what is the technology applied, isn't it? How you are building it? That the entire project report should be approved by the government. Government has to approve it. There are people in the government, isn't it? The government, like administrative officers and the senior engineers, they will decide whether it is right or wrong. Now, and also that is supply contract means sometimes the machine. Now, if you are installing a power plant, hydraulic power plant, now we need to get the machine from the other companies, then supplying the material or any other material, special materials. Then operation and maintenance agreement. Operation and maintenance. Who is going to operate it? Because it has to run now. When the contractor is building the road, it has to provide provide service to the general public. For how many years? And who is going to maintain this agreement? This almost should be shown in. See, this is the private, public, and partnership, isn't it? Build, own, operate, and transfer. Now already you have discussed about this. See, this is one example of the VOT model, electronic city flyover, isn't it? It is around. In Bangalore, we have so many from projects like this. Okay, then build, own, operate, and transfer. Some notes I have written here. Okay, then let us understand. Let us understand this organization. Now, first understand what is the organization. The organization, the organization is to execute any project. A group of people with different capacities, with different knowledge, put together, we can execute it. Isn't it? For each and every every operation, or for each and every construction, we need people. Isn't it? We want people. Now, for example, the technical institute. This is our technical institute. In our technical institute, we have one principal. In the technical institute, we have head of the departments. In the technical institute, we have faculty members. In the technical institute, we have the instructors, isn't it? Supporting staff. No, this is one executive wing, isn't it? Principal, head of the department, then faculty members, instructors, then supporting staff, laboratory staff. Principal, registrar, superintendents, supporting staff. Understood? The Polytechnic is this institute, technical institute, is run by this group of people. The only principal is doing the job? No, you can't. No, this is the project. Running the institute, isn't it? Teaching the students, maintaining the building, issuing the certificates is a project. Therefore, we have the organization. There is a setup of organization, group of people. Principal, head of the department, office registrar, isn't it? There are so many setup we have. Now, this is called an organization. ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ನಡಿಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ wherever you go we have that. Therefore, in our project management, one of the most important area one should concentrate on this. The project manager must concentrate on this because we have to employ the right people for the right job. We have to set up the right organization. Then only we can plan and we can execute within the specified time. Isn't it? Therefore, organization, the objectives. Organization, the organization for technical institute organization. We are training the students, isn't it? Issuing the certificates. We are preparing. Manpower is prepared, isn't it? Manpower. Skills are inculcated. Polytechnic ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೋಡ್ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ರಸ್ತೆ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ therefore every organization has its own and specialization for each activity. There are people, there are group. We need specialization for each, isn't it? Now the Polytechnic cannot take up the technical institute. We are not doing constructing the building or constructing the road. Public works department is not teaching the students. So that is we have different, isn't it? And we want coordination among the people in the organization. There are different classes, Principal, head of the department, faculty members. We need coordination among all these group, this organization setup. Then clear unbroken isn't line of authority. Then here individual responsibility. Each person has the responsibility. HOD has to look after the faculty members and students. Then their delegation, power delegation will be more depending upon their level and their experience and their qualification. Now that power delegation. Now these are the principles of organization. Then unity of command. Unity of command. The goal of the people in the organization goal must be same. Now we have people, principal, head of the department, faculty members, instructors. Then we have the another group, administration office, registrars, superintendent, supporting staff. The object of each and every person in the organization is one. That is our students should learn more. Isn't it? We should get the best result in our institute. That is the goal of each the people in the organization. Then span of management period specified from which date to which date. Now for every activity there will be a span time. Then communication among the people. ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, P1 ಬರುವಾಗ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬರುವಾಗ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೊರಗೆ. ಆಫೀಸ್ ಹೆಡ್ 110 ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳು. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಇಡೀ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್. Then personal liability, individual person, that depends. When you are employing the people to the organization, let us be very careful. We have to employ the people that is who is capable of executing the project. And flexibility we want. No, because of ill health or maybe some other reason or maybe some we may relax our rules and regulations sometimes. We anticipate to execute the project in 1 year. Sometimes we may not be able to do it. It may go 10 days more, 1 month more. That is relaxation in every aspect, isn't it? And grouping of activities, grouping of activities, group activities. No, we can't. Let us not. We should not have the ego in our organization. No, we have to understand each other and execute the project. Then line of, see, this is the different types of organization. One is line of military organization, line and staff organization, functional organization. Now these are different types. Now depending upon the administration, depending upon the project where we are, based on the organization where you are working, what organization we have, the same organization we don't have in the private institution. Isn't it? The system may be same, the objectives are same, but here the organization setup may be different from one institute to the other institute, one job to the other job. In the public course department, we have different organizations. Their objectives are different, isn't it? The same kind of department doing the same job may have different set of organization, isn't it? Therefore, for small projects, for home construction, the organization setup may be different. Please understand this. Now, this is the line or military organization we call this as. That is line organization. The first boss is chief project manager. Then next to him chief engineer, isn't it? Then resident engineer. Do you know the meaning of resident engineer? He is the project in charge for that campus. For example, if you employ one engineer to maintain the building road of this compound, now it will be called the resident engineer, isn't it? Maybe one maybe 2, maybe 10, any number. Isn't that? Now, then one assistant, supporting staff, supporting engineer to the assistant engineer. Maybe 1, maybe 5, maybe 4, any number. Now, this is the organization setup. This is the organizational setup to execute the project. The only engineer cannot do it. For larger projects, bigger projects, 10 engineers cannot do it, only 10 engineers. Because when you are building the road for 350 kilometers, you want different people at different locations. The control to control the project, to quality, to maintain the quality of the construction, we want people, isn't it? Then this is line and staff organization. Chief project engineer. Now here, please understand. Now we have only set up here engineer group here, line organization. Only one category of people are here. Only one category are the engineers and related activities. Related people are there. Now here, line and staff organization. Please note here, chief project officer, or one CEO we will call chief executive engineer officer, one person. So below him we have design engineer, architect, financial manager, then security officer, administration officer, administrative officer, then we want legal officer also. That is lawyer. For larger projects, the project may be 5 years, 10 years, 2 years. We want the people, isn't it? We want a set of people to take care of all the formalities, isn't it? To sort out all the problems, we want the people. Now, the design engineer will design how our building should be, or how the architect will provide the architecture of the building. Then the financial manager will look after the money part, how much money is available, how much money we have paid, how much money due, and what we are, how much we are going to get it next year, what we have to work, what we will get this year. Like the finance manager we want. Security officer, for the entire project we will need a group of security, and also we want to maintain there are hundreds of people are working. We want to maintain their attendance. We want to make the salary for them. We want to maintain that is their holiday, their leave account, isn't it? Their salary account, bank account. No, we want people to maintain their, isn't it? And we want one legal officer also, one lawyer we want. Like then below this we have here design engineer, below him junior engineer, then assistant engineer. Like we have the people working below them. They are junior engineers, work assistants. Like we can apply how the structure organization. This we can modify it according to our requirements. Isn't that functional organization? Chief project manager, construction manager, account manager, then junior engineer, junior 1, maybe 10, maybe 100. Isn't that? Now this is again construction manager. We can divide that two members, 4 members, depending upon the size of the project. Now similarly, we want one account. Isn't that? This is the functional organization. And similarly, for small construction project, if you are constructing a building home, then owner, engineer, supervisor, and understood? The organization, isn't that? Group of people put together, it is called organization. Then similarly, organization chart for the medium construction firm, managing director, general manager, project manager, purchase manager, finance. How you will set up your organization? The way in which you would like to set up your. No, one person cannot do everything, no? Isn't that? The one person who can do one job, maybe he can do 2 jobs, maybe, isn't that? For larger projects, one person cannot. Opening the ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ not possible. It is a difficult task. Isn't that? Therefore, we will employ the people and we will give the responsibility, and to look after him, somebody else will be there. Isn't it? like now please understand this. It is the organization set up in the government sector. Organization set up in the government sector. Usually this question will be asked in the examination. Now what is the public works department organization setup? They may be asked this kind of question in the exam, isn't it? Public works department. The public works department, we have a minister, and below the minister we have the principal secretary to the public works, and we have secretary public works person below him, next rank, and similarly we have chief engineer for building, chief engineer for highways, chief engineer for northern region, southern region, southern region. We have number of chief engineers. Below them, we have chief project officer, Karnataka State Highway. That is one managing director will be there for each group. Now, similarly, now below chief engineer, we have the superintendent engineer. It is zonal office, isn't it? Below we have the chief engineer to superintendent engineer. Superintendent engineer maybe 5 numbers, 2 numbers, depending upon the area and number of projects we have. So, I will explain a little more about this. We have the roles and responsibilities of engineers in the department. Roles and responsibilities of engineers. Now, I will explain a little more about this in the next. So, we have a small chapter. There I will explain more. Now, please understand the organization setup here. Chief engineer, next below rank superintendent engineer, next below executive engineer, and then executive to assistant executive engineer, and assistant executive engineer to assistant engineer or junior engineer. Then contractor. Right now, see now suppose if you go out from this organization, from this institute, then you are eligible to become one among these. You are eligible to become, and over a period of time, by experience or by qualification or writing the examination, you can take up this position. Isn't it? Understood? So here, now this is assistant engineer, assistant executive engineer. Please understand, we are here now. Junior engineer or assistant engineer is controlled by whom? Assistant executive engineer. Assistant engineer is controlled by executive engineer is monitored by all these subordinates are monitored by chief engineer. Right? Now this chief engineer is monitored by secretary IAS officer. Sometimes IAS officer, sometimes senior most chief engineer. Isn't it? Then above we have the principal secretary. That is the only one post in the state. This we have only one post. This is also one post in the state, isn't it? But whereas here we have chief engineers, we have number of chief engineers for different work, for different area, we have different engineers, isn't it? Now their powers and their responsibilities. Now all these things will be explained in the next class. We will discuss about it. Till then, thank you very much. Thank you so much for everybody. Thank you a lot.